Hey, what's up guys? Today we are going to talk about the Viltrox 85mm 1.8 lens. So let's get to it. Alright, so first a big thank you to Viltrox for sending me the lens to check out. They got a program where they actually send it out to you, so again, thank you to them. After using it for a few weeks, I really enjoy it. It's a pretty good little lens. Price point is at $399 in the US, so it is a good alternative to the Sony 85, which comes in right about $550. So construction of it, I've used both lenses. The construction, it just feels like a much more sturdy lens. It's mostly metal, so it's a really heavy lens. Plus, look at the it's a little dusty, but look at the front of that. Look at that element. Really big front element. Again, my experience with it, and I'm going to show some videos and some photos that I took throughout this, was pretty good. I don't know if you can see this, but it's got a micro USB port on the back. That is for updating your firmware. I did use that to update the firmware. It was a pretty easy process. So like I said, altogether, it's a good little package. Even down to like 1.8, the vignette is pretty minimal. It is a great little lens. A couple of the things that I found that were troublesome, it did struggle to find focus occasionally to where I had to turn the camera off and turn it back on almost to reset the connection. And then when you change your aperture, you can audibly hear the aperture changing, the aperture opening changing in the lens itself. So that's more of an annoyance than anything. The response is pretty good. When you're using for video, when it's not giving you a problem finding focus, it does pull your focus. It does follow pretty well. Again, like I said, my biggest complaint would be that I feel like almost it needs another firmware update to really be able to be compatible. I used it on my Sony a7 III. Also used it on an a7. The a7 seemed to have more issues than the a7 III did, so definitely if you have an a7 and you're thinking about this lens, probably not the best option for you. Given the choice between this lens and for instance maybe the Sony or a Sigma 85, I probably would take the Sony or the Sigma. I think that it's still got a little bit of ways to go to be a 100% competitor. Again, it seems like there's some issue between the lens and the software and the focusing to where you just shouldn't have to turn it off and turn it back on. That issue notwithstanding, I say it stands up to the Sony 85. So definitely worth checking out if you get a chance. Again, just keep in mind that you may experience some focusing issues, and those may be corrected in future firmware updates. Hopefully so. Again, thank you to Viltrox for sending this. Again, it is super cool to be able to check some stuff out like this. Hopefully we're going to be able to do more stuff like this throughout the year. So stick around. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you're notified as soon as we upload new content. Look forward to sharing more stuff with you. Have a good one.